This is the second part of the information session on non-recurring items. The first part being the PowerPoint presentation that was emailed to you. Also included in that email is a link to a website where the files have been placed for completion. Clicking that link will take you to a budget group landing page. You will notice at the top that there is a tab for public finance. Clicking on that will open a new page with a non-recurring item, and the video that you are watching has also been placed on this location. Clicking on the non-recurring will take us to work files, and the work files contains all the files for each department. You can navigate by using the navigation button at the bottom of that list. You can also sort this list ascending or descending according to your choice. In our case, we'll open vote 4. You will get a message that asks if you want to open this file. This will be opened in Excel and it will take a few seconds. Once the file has been opened, you will see just below the ribbon that there is a message box that says read only. And since we want to change this file, we need to click on Edit Workbook button. This file consists of 2 sheets, namely a data sheet where we will capture the numbers and a pivot table where we can view a summary of what we've done on this page. This data is sourced from E&E 2020 and it includes fields for department, program, subprogram, transfers, economic 1 to 5, function group, technical group, division of revenue. We see at the top there is the vote number and the department name, and you will also notice that we've included a number of slicers to easily filter out or display only applicable items according to your choice. Doing an example on capturing the non-recurring, we can choose a program. You will notice when you select any item on the slicer, on that particular slicer there would be a red cross at the top, which means that this slicer has been filtered. Everything that is not related to this specific program will be grayed out. If we choose, for instance, media policy, you will see again that there is a red cross at the top, and you can filter out the rest of the items in that way. You will notice that we only have a handful of items to work with now. On the right-hand side, far right-hand side, we have a column 22-23 non-recurring in 23-24. This is where we will capture our non-recurring items. So if we have one non-recurring item, in this case, we will capture that. And we can go to the pivot table tabular sheet. Important to note that this pivot table doesn't refresh automatically. You need to refresh this by right-clicking on it, and then in the middle of that message box there's a refresh button, and when you click that it will refresh the pivot table. There we can see the 1800 that we've captured is coming through to the pivot table. If you want to add fields or change the layout of the pivot, you can move fields around and bring in, for instance, program, and we can see there is the program that we've identified non-recurring for. In order to bring up the field list, you can right-click on the pivot table. At the bottom there's a show field list option. If you bring that on, you can now change this back to economic 2 and economic 3. The columns area is if you want to display numbers or items running across in your column area here. Once you are done, You can save this file by clicking on the save icon in the top left hand corner. This will save it back to SharePoint where we will pick it up for summary purposes. If you do not have access to the SharePoint site, please send an email to Conrad Vermeulen and he will arrange access for you via IT. Thank you.